All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So we have a real good viewer request mixed bag here. We're going to look at Coinbase, and I mean, look at this thing. We'll look at Affirm and then HKD. Okay, so starting with Coinbase, look, I was very bullish on this thing, and man, it has done nothing but delivered an amazing uptrend. All right, there is some real goodness. Sorry, that was my phone. There are some real good things when you're over all the moving averages, when the 8 moving, I mean, there's so much good technical stuff to talk about on this one, all right? Affirm had an interesting day, and more than anything, it looks like it's having good days based on earnings reaction. So, I am very, very much more on the technical side than the fundamental side, but hey, when you get some like important fundamental things like earnings, mixed in with some technicals, ooh, good things can happen. And then, look, I will be honest. I do my best to be as non-biased as I can when I'm making, these videos. HKD is one I am very biased on. I think it's more of a pump and dump than anything worth playing, but it's had some interesting days. I actually don't know how it closed. I saw the morning take off, so I'm curious to see how that one goes pretty much live on this video. But before we go any further and I give you more of my thoughts and opinions, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how these things are setting up short term. We have our 5 moving averages. There are horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we are done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please subscribe to this channel, share this video online with your friends, comment good or bad. Look, anything you can do helps me so much, all right? But just being here, letting me do this stuff and all the comments, I appreciate already so much, all right? So let's get into it. And hey, I mean, I don't even know where to start here, all right? Break all 5 moving averages and you fly, all right? It did it here not that long ago. Obviously came back down. The 200 holds it once again right there. It breaks and goes. And I mean, it came off of an earnings gap up. It came right after a critical doji, and all we've been doing is bouncing on the 8 like a champ, all right? 8's going up, 20's going up. Good things happen over these 2 lines, all right? RSI is crazy high. It is a very, very high RSI. Around the 80s, I start to kind of say what's going on and it should go down. Few immediate things, all right? Number 1, this is the highest we've been all year, all right? Like this, we are above that line, obviously, and we have not been since all the way back here in 22, all right? So that has a lot of strength to it, okay? From there, look, I mean, this is a nasty channel. This is a red, green, red, nothingness, right? So a lot of quick up and down. One thing I do want to do, let's see where I'm going to draw a line, because it looks like I probably want to draw something there. There's not a lot of candles there. Do that. I even think maybe even like half. Yeah, okay, again, we're not here for perfect. I can see this going to 125 at the most before doing nothing more than a healthy cool down, all right? That said, listen, this is only a single indicator. The MACD is fantastic. That's great. Volume is fantastic. That's great. We have broken and confirmed a resistance. That's great. Like, dude, this can just stay here, and we've seen it happen, right? So like sometimes, and it does happen to me, sometimes like you just can't let one indicator overpower things, right? And you can see it actually wasn't that long ago. We were actually kind of living up here in this like 89-ish realm, right? So it wasn't that long ago. And yeah, we might even get one like big volume spike and just get one like silly candle still too. I like Coinbase. I like it a lot. I've been liking it a lot. And man, on this weekly, it's still kind of saying red, green. Like there's a lot going on. I don't want to talk about 160 just yet, but I obviously just mentioned it there for a reason, right? So Coinbase, so much to like, and really there's been a lot to like since calling it. Kitty, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get out of here. Get of here. All right. Oh man, it's like they know I'm making videos. I don't know. All right, let me know if you agree or disagree. Otherwise, AFRM, affirm. Hey, really quickly, if you can please subscribe to the channel and share the video, I would very much appreciate it. But oof, affirm is doing the thing. You know, the last time I covered affirm, I was very bullish on it. All right, I don't really remember the last time it was. I actually rode almost that entire thing, and knock on wood, I hit eject right on time. And I really haven't looked at this thing for the last few months, and lo and behold, it's been a beautiful November to say the least, right? But yeah, today it caught my eye. Today I actually got a viewer request on it too, and look, we are now over all 5 moving average. Like, amazing things happen when you get over all 5. It was not that long ago that the RSI was like living in the 90s and high 80s, 90s and high 80s. We're only at 72. This was a beautiful day of volume, bouncing on the 8 like a champion. Golden cross not that long ago. These are just going. I mean, there is so much to like. I got to draw some new lines. Oof, man, where are we compared to that? Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. What did this... Click here, baby. 2967, 2937. Ooh, man. Oh, man, tomorrow's going to be a good day here, it looks like. Because look, what am I seeing? Like, right? Like, where am I going to draw the next line? We'll call it roughly right there-ish, right? Yeah, whatever. I think we can even go higher. I think the line's like right there. I think that's the line. Red, 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 green, green, green. Oh my God, just so much up and down. I think there's a lot to like here on affirm. Man, I do. I like affirm a lot. It's a beautiful daily. Damn, I didn't talk about affirm enough on the Discord, actually. Ooh, are we about to golden cross on the weekly? Is the 8 about to go above the 100 moving average next week? Oh, man. Look, today's only Monday, and we are nearly at the 50 average line. We still have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh man, there's a lot to like affirm. I think this week's gonna keep going, and I hope you see it, right? We are over all the moving averages on the weekly. There is no 200 line. This is not 200 weeks of trading just yet. Positive MACD, like I said, it looks like volume's gonna be good by the end of the week. Affirm, a lot to like here. Let me know if you disagree. Otherwise, HKD. All right, so really quickly, I am not here to spread fear. I am not here to tell you guys what to do with your money. I will be honest, this is not a stock I like. HKD to me is a hardcore pump and dump stock. All right. Whenever I cover it, I always zoom out and I quickly see the same thing. All right. This hard inability to generally break the 8 and the 20. You can almost every single second see this orange line. We're barely near it, let alone on it or over it. Okay. From there, the 50, this red line is this other impossibility. And now, hey, I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised to see us this close to the 100. There's something interesting to that. We're obviously under it, and I think that speaks volumes. I would not be surprised if we come down to 525, if not as low as 490 tomorrow. All right. That said, if this thing can actually get into like 561, I'm going to set an alert for 561. If this can get into 561, I think there's a real decent shot that it's going to like fly on up to 630. Okay. I'm personally not a fan of this stock. It just screams this like pump and dump, pump and dump, pump and dump, pump and dump. I think it's actually really interesting that the last 2 days have been relatively not pump and dump at all. And, you know, sometimes my bias keeps me away from buying stocks that I should, you know. I set the alert because, hey, I think there's a couple interesting anomalies here. But to me, HKD is a pump and dump until it proves otherwise. It's actually really close on these two. I will say that. And, hey, I rarely set alerts on this one, let alone even say what I'm about to say, but I think this is a must watch for tomorrow. Let's see what it can do. Let's see if it can prove otherwise. Again, if it goes down, it's going to come to, like, I think 520, 525, something like that. Otherwise, it might, like I said, be a fast drop to like 495, give or take. So the one interesting thing, again, I don't know if you noticed it or not, it seems like it's actually going to hold the 50. If it loses 480, oh my gosh, it might be a quick fall down to 430. But again, I actually don't think it'll go any lower than 490. And hey, I've got my alert just in case it goes up. So let me know your thoughts and opinions. Otherwise, as always, I appreciate your time.